HSJ.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Judge Jay. Take
So
your time, man.
yeah, and I'll come in after you, Queen.
Well, I just had to come and tap in right quick. You know, y'all my guys, so I had to support y'all. Can y'all hear me okay?
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, awesome. Um, I wanted to listen a little bit more, but generally speaking, I do think that it's important, right? Vulnerability is something that's important in a relationship, right? But it's levels to it, right? And I think that that is a part of the challenge when it comes to men and how much they share, right? Because at the end of the day, the person that you with, that's your sanctuary, you know, that's your place of rest. You know what I'm saying? And you want to be able to come and talk to them about certain things, but it's levels to it, right? Because as y'all know, it's not that she don't support you, she not listening or nothing like that, but I think it's important how you come, you know what I'm saying, how you present your stress or whatever on your mind, how you present that to her, you know. And there's no one answer for it because everybody different when it comes to personalities and stuff. But as y'all know, it's easy sometimes. Unfortunately, sometimes it's easy for some women to equate it as wine. And even when we love a dude, even when we care about a dude, you know what I'm saying? It's easy sometimes to misconstrue, baby. I'm just feeling vulnerable right now, and I won't talk to you. Like the day was rough, whatever, whatever. You know, sometimes that'll kind of throw us off. But I think it's because of, on some level, I think it's subconscious, right? Because I spoke about primal nature one day on a panel, and on a primal level, right, we look to men to be the source of strength. That doesn't mean that y'all don't have moments of weakness. And so, in that regard, y'all have it tough. You know what I'm saying? Because you should be able to show, hey, I'm every just because I'm having this experience right now doesn't make me vulnerable to the degree that I lack stability in this relationship as a leader. And so I think it's just a dance, and I don't really know how that works for everybody, but it's definitely a dance.
Go ahead, King.
Y'all just looking a bit. Can y'all
No,
hear
no,
No,
me?
no,
go ahead.
no.
Go ahead.
Queen, Queen. You spoke so eloquently, but
Oh,
I'm going to speak it from this point. I just want people to hear me when I say this. This is my anecdotal experience. I ain't talking about nobody else. I'm not even speaking in generalities. Just to give y'all that. It's easier to be vulnerable with a woman you do not have a sexual relationship with. There's no fear of exchange. She can come there as a blank canvas. When it's a woman that you are in love with or you're sleeping with her, then there's an expectation. She already has an idea in your mind. I'm only speaking about what I've been through. And there's men who can sympathize with what I'm saying. When you get hurt one time, two times, three times, as far as just being vulnerable and the response that you get is not what you thought, then you become a cold brick. A lot of women are not identifying the traumas of men when they get with them to understand why he's not so transparent. There's a reason for that. Can't mention therapy. We still don't even know what that word means and we can't spell it. Only people who self-aware. So for me, I am closed off in a relationship. I am when it comes to real situation, I look like how I'm looking right now. Oh, what's going on? Everything all right, baby? So
Um, no, go
mhm.
ahead. I'm waiting till you
No,
finish
no,
your
go, no,
point.
no, no. That was my point. Go ahead.
I highly disagree with you, Hakeem, because there's been many times, especially guys that I do know on a personal level, after they're done having sex with that individual, they go ahead and spill the beans. They tell the woman all everything they want to hear. So I think if they don't have a like that type of connection with that woman, then they won't share anything. Majority of the time, what do you think the phrase pillow talk came from? It came from men because men start spilling the tea every time they finish getting some. And I'm lying though, I know it's a fact because Jess J even smiled at it. Even Jordan smiled at it. Because it's the truth. Men are more vulnerable after they're done having intimacy. I'm just being honest. It happens to me. It happens to guys I know. I can't even you, even though you playing macho, even you came to me in the side like, hey, Ronnie, I did kind of say some things when I was doing my thing to a woman. So you're not being 100% honest. So let's keep it the bean.
Let-
Like, man, dude, be vulnerable after we done having that intimacy part. Now, when we're not having intimacy with that woman, we tend to not share anything. So I'm gonna use it for me. Like, if I have a girl that I'm like dating and we never had that intimacy level, I'm being honest, I won't share anything with her. But after we're done with that intimacy part, then I'll be like, you know what? Now she opened herself to me. Now I'm gonna open myself to her. It's a balance. I don't know, Jordan. You can time in. You just said you
I
can time
can.
in. Time in. Go ahead.
I mean, some of the stuff that you be true. I know when I had sex, my first time having sex and everything, I wasn't even vulnerable like that because she was a type of chick at the time. I couldn't really tell us stuff like that. I would. She was the type of chick. I mean, she wasn't my girl for anything. She was just like a, I needed experience. I did it, and that was a goodbye bye. Now, when I got into some relationships, not with my wife and everything, I could. It was about vulnerability and everything when I'm in a relationship, because, once I'm in a relationship, we have relations and everything. I can open up and she can open up. At some relationship I had, current relationship I have with my wife, I can open up and it's fair. There was some I was in a relationship, we opened up, but going down the line, she's, when stuff didn't work out, she started throwing it in your face and everything. And, I'm thinking, why is she doing that and everything? It could be multiple things. It could be, her past relationship, it didn't work out, and maybe it was a little toxic relationship right there. Or maybe, she's been in a single parent household and then she never sees something, mother and father together. And maybe, there's certain things that parents, they might talk about, and certain things that they're not going to, and be an argument and blurt something out while the child is present and everything. There's multiple stuff like that. So, yeah, Roddy, it's true for some men, but there's also true with some things. Like a man, he probably have relations with a woman, but he might not tell anything because he might just want to get it in and goodbye, and that's it.
No, but
I
for the
want
record, I want to say for the record, I'm not talking about prostitute or a person
No.
that, like, the guy using, like, he's just sleeping around with. No, I'm talking about that guy that after he's done, he met up with her. After they haven't done having dinner and they go to the bedroom, he tends to open himself up after they're done with the intimacy part. But go ahead, again.
I know I'm gonna comment on that, but I want Just Jay to answer this question by Joe Don't Hurt Him. He said, "May I ask the sister, Just Jay, when a man feels so comfortable opening up to you, Just Jay, you, um, to you, to you, does your aspect change as he sees you as trustworthy?"
For me, the time is level two, right? And so what I'm getting from what y'all talking about is like with Ronnie, what he's discussing. To me, what both of y'all are saying, the way I'm perceiving this, right? It depends on how much I care about the person. If I'm gonna be honest with y'all, it depends on my level of investment when it comes to that person. I'm not gonna lie. If it's a guy that first of all, I don't take it for granted when people feel safe enough to open up to me, and that's even my friends or people like even people I met on YouTube. They'll hit me up and confide in me about something. I don't take that lightly because I'm a person. I'm sorry, you want to talk? You
No, no,
said
no, no, no. You were. I was gonna say that that's a good point, but I want you to hone in on somebody that you sleeping with. That
okay.
that
All
you're
right. All right.
sleeping with. Yeah.
Okay, so if I was sleeping with a person, if they took the time to be vulnerable with me, honestly, I would treasure it, right? Because for me, I don't take it lightly. You trust me to be safe with your innermost parts that you're not sharing with everybody else. And so I don't take it lightly. And so I try to be mindful. I'm not saying I've been perfect, right? Because sometimes my response to something may have gave a person the impression that I'm not being supportive, right? When that wasn't my intention. But again, intention and impact are two different things, right? But in an intimate relationship, I try to show that person through my actions. Hey, I appreciate you being like trusting me and being vulnerable with whatever it is you share with me. And so I try to be mindful of my actions of how I respond or whatever, you know. If I'm being clear. Is that being clear?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I want to answer Roni. I want to answer Roni's question because Roni gave a good point. Now, Roni, I like that you mentioned that. Roni has a point on this, but here's the thing that Roni needs to. I'm vulnerable with Roni. Now I could tell Roni when I'm broken down, but I've never told a woman that. Now in the mission of sex, yes, I'm gonna say I love you, baby. This is the best poom poom I've ever had, and I'm crying. The tears were coming down my eyes. I said, I don't ever want you to leave me. I don't ever want you to leave me, baby. I need you. But I'm not gonna tell her I feel weak. I'm gonna tell Roni that behind closed door. Roni, I need a hug, bro. I feel bad. I'll never tell no woman that. I'll never tell no woman that I'm sleeping with. I feel weak.
I respect that though. Like right? Because I'm a person, I don't know, I could be mushy and stuff like that. So, like, if I'm in a relationship, I want my dude to talk to me. I be want to what's on his mind and how he
Mm-hmm.
feeling. Like, I'm a lot like that. I ain't gonna lie. And sometimes, depending on how a dude is built, that be too much because they be like, okay, you want to know way too much. Like, I
Uh-huh.
ain't gonna try to share all these feelings and emotions with you like that. You know what I'm saying? And so, I get it, so I respect it, right? But I guess I want to acknowledge the fact that you still have an outlet, right? As we know, what becomes a problem is when people suppress all that stuff and they don't have a healthy outlet to where they could talk to somebody. And so, to me, what I'm getting from what you're saying, Hakeem, is not that you don't feel safe with the woman that you with. You just have certain limits to what you're willing to share in regards to how you emote as a man and how you show up as a man. It's just levels to it for you, is what I'm getting.
No, because as a man, we are taught to hold our emotions in. We have to be strong for the weaker vessel. We cannot express ourselves because we express ourselves in a certain manner, then make us seem as weak. Then a woman look at us different. Just remember, we had a conversation when me and you talked about like how most women consider the gangster more alpha man than the man that's actually doing his job as a man. Because a man that's alpha, though, which is the gangster, you see, he don't express himself. He keep everything staying fat, and he protecting her because the woman see him as a stronger vessel. If a man comes in and start expressing himself like, baby man, you doing this to me, you doing that to me, you doing this. She started laughing at the man. And I've seen that before. I seen that, hell, I seen that today at my job. Literally. A
That's
man was
kind of
expressing
wild, but
himself to
I
a
hear you.
woman. And then while he was expressing himself to the woman still looked at him as weak. And I'm like, bruh, in my mind, I'm like, bruh,
Some stuff just be
this is
outright
why.
disrespect. Like from what I be seeing, some stuff is just outright disrespect and disregard for another person's experience. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, sometimes like I've been guilty, not like when it comes to men, but just in general, sometimes if something serious happening, sometimes I'll have like this nervous laugh or something like that. I don't know if some people be on that type of time or if they just be outright disrespectful. But from what I've seen, some stuff has just been outright disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a disregard for the other person. And I don't know. I don't relate to that on no kind of level.
Hey, Rodney, I have a question.
Yes,
You
sweetheart.
saw it happen out in public?
Yes,
Wow, that's crazy.
at
That's
work. You
that's
know what I'm saying?
borderline disrespectful.
I did, and I'm talking to, and the dude literally he expressing himself in a kindly manner. The woman didn't like that. She wanted him to get loud and get, and he was about to turn on and say, "Nah, bro, it ain't worth it. It ain't
That's
worth it. You
toxic.
lose your job. You got people to take care of."
That's what I was
You can,
thinking, Jordan. That just sounds like a toxic person.
Mm-hmm.
but there is women, especially our sisters, black women especially.
Oh, look
They
at you,
like that
baby.
roughness. They not you just yet. You know,
Why you
there's
keep
some black
doing
women that
this?
don't. But no, I have to keep it a bean. You know, we having a conversation here.
We have it in.
Do this. Why
Remember,
you gotta
hey,
come over here?